Hello folks, today we'll be diving straight into the eating. We'll be starting with this Chinese clay pot rice. With the smoky and charcoal smell, it's extremely incredible. So what is today's video about? We'll be having lots of massive dish. In fact, I've tried to order everything. It's a challenge today at a local Chinese spot. Behold, as this entire meal will be carb overload. Next up, we'll be having some chili-based stir-fried clams. This is a dish that is totally for the chili lovers. Next up, we are being served with stir-fried bihun, and the charcoal burning smell is really aromatic. Now, this is one of my favorite dish, the sweet and sour pork. The meat was being coated with a sweet and sour armor, and is really crispy. Then, we have this thick brown-based loofah. After stir frying it, all the juice is being brought out. By frying this with some starch, this is the final end result you get, a thick light base soup. As it's a cooling food, it's a great one to use to arbitrage away the chili and the fried food that we had. At here, do you see all these mini fried buns and the whole small dish of this onion fried pork? I'm going to do something interesting. I'm going to make it like a mini Chinese burger. Be cutting through the mini fried buns. After that, we'll be stuffing it with lots of pork and onions. So for friends who are wondering why Chinese food are so carb-based, it's because China is all about rice. As an agricultural country, all their food is based around rice-based starch. Thus, you'll end up with innovations like noodles, dumplings, rice-based fried food, or even thick sauce that are made with carbs and starch. And one of the fried food that I really love is this fried oyster egg. It's an interesting combination as it's crispy on the outside but it's soft and goofy in the inside. And every bite is like biting on a protein-based chips. Chinese food is really prized for their chili. So here we are getting a generous amount of chili to be prepared for the next dish. Moving on, we'll be having this thick broth-based noodle soup, extremely rich and creamy. But the whole main agenda is not about that noodle. It's actually about the soup. I'm going to use the soup as a base to mix up with the bihun that we had previously. And finally, the magic touch is here. We'll be adding in the chili that we have prepared previously to mix up that ultimate dish. So you will let the bihun to soak up the entire broth like a sponge, and it will be an explosion of flavors. Definitely mix well with the chili to get the final god tier ending to the meal. As I've been traveling so much, all these food are things that I really miss. Not only are these food that are for my stomach, but it's also fuel for my soul. So what will you do after a heavy carb-based meal? Of course, more calories intake, So here we have some pastries, cakes, desserts, and some sweet juice. So while we are relaxing away, having our after meal dessert, what do you think about the entire meal that we had? Which dish would you like to go first? Do you like the clay pot rice that we had or the mini burger that we made? Let me know in the comment. I can bet that this whole meal is at least 5,000 over calories. And it will definitely take me tens of thousands of steps to burn it away. But it's so satisfying. One thing that I love about dessert in Asia is that we have lots of interesting flavors. Like this is an Earl Grey based cream puff. These are the type of flavors you can't get out of Asia. So be sure to enjoy them when you are here. So after having all this bread, cakes, sweets, I'm sure my calories intake for the day has been over the chart. But don't worry, it's fine. Since it's been a while since I'm home, it's a great way to charge on my energy while I prepare for my next travels. So be sure to subscribe to Jay's Journey for more travel adventures, as we have got lots of big travels that will be incoming soon.